Hi, welcome back to Steph's Positive Steps. My name is Stephanie and welcome to my weekly show. This week I want to give an update on my weight loss efforts. It's been a few weeks since I gave my last update and talked about the things I was doing, the things I wasn't doing, and things I could be doing better to achieve my goal of losing a little bit of weight. Since then, I've started religiously and diligently tracking my food every day. And this has hands down been the most important and revealing thing I've done. Because while before I had thought that I was doing a great job, I realized that I wasn't doing as good of a job as I thought I was. I felt like I was depriving myself, but then when I actually input what I was doing, I was pretty much still eating the same or trying to eat less, but I wasn't actually eating less. And so this is something that's always been a little weird for me. You know, some people say that they always are on a diet, some people aren't on a diet, some people, they say they diet from time to time. For me, I have a mental state of always thinking I'm dieting or being aware that I'm dieting. I always think about what food I eat, whether or not I restrict or limit it. I'll still be in a mindset of, oh, I shouldn't eat this, I shouldn't eat that. I will watch sugar, I'll refuse food even though I want to eat it. I'm always telling myself no. And maybe this is my saving grace for why I haven't ever gone over 200 pounds. I don't know what it is. Like, I've always felt like on some level I'm aware of what I'm eating and I'm restricting it. So maybe that's why I thought, oh yeah, I'm totally eating less, totally not starving myself, but it feels like it when you're used to eating a lot of calories every day. So what I realized was that, oh, this is horrible, I don't want to admit this, but I was eating somewhere close to 3,000 calories a day. And why I don't weigh more than I do, I don't know, but I feel very fortunate. And that was while I was thinking I was limiting what I was eating. But really, I think I was just being more aware of the times when I wasn't eating. It's just fascinating how you think that you can be dieting and restricting, and you're not. So that's why I'm really glad I rejoined MyFitnessPal, and I got a few of my Facebook friends to join me and to go along with me. And so I'm very excited about that because I have people who can see exactly what I'm eating, see how much I'm eating, and see how much I weigh, because those are the settings that I've picked. Now, I can't see as much micronutrient data on MyFitnessPal as I can with, say, Chronometer, but I am having people who follow me, who watch me, who see my ups and downs and see my 3,000 calorie days. Yeah, so that's been really enlightening. But the good news is that I've gotten to some days where I feel comfortable eating around 2,000 calories. I feel comfortable eating, I even had one day where it was like 1,800 or 1,700 or something like that, and I felt okay with that. And that's pretty freaking miraculous to me, considering I was very comfortable eating double that. So I feel like I'm on a good path, and I have seen some results. I have lost a few pounds, but probably not enough to really tell. I mean, maybe my face looks less bloated. So I've gotten to the place where I last plateaued, and now I know that this is going to be a difficult spot to get through. So I know I have tough days ahead, but I feel like I am starting to change my habits and trying to create a new normal for me. I am not eating as much as I used to, and I can see that in my fridge. I look inside my fridge every morning, and a lot of nights I like to set overnight oatmeal, or I like to have some sort of plan of what I'm going to eat for breakfast and lunch, and then I may even know what I am going to have for dinner. Like, if I have some leftovers, I'll think, okay, oatmeal for breakfast, salad for lunch, leftovers for dinner. And then I might have like a snack of bananas, or a snack of nuts, or a snack of like a nice coffee with soy. But pretty much I can map my day out, and it's now that I'm realizing how much I was overeating, because some of the food I made, like, it's gonna go bad because I'm not eating that food. It's so weird to think that I used to eat so much that I wouldn't let food go bad. I'm creating a new normal. Yeah, it's crazy. So I found for me, through tracking on MyFitnessPal and having people see that, I'm increasingly aware of the meals that aren't ideal, the things that I eat that are my trigger foods that I can't stop eating. So I'm not gonna go all or nothing and say I can't have pizza, but I know that if I eat 2 slices of pizza, that's 500 calories. That should be a full meal for me. And sometimes I eat more than that. And if I eat more than that, I need to exercise in order to compensate for those calories. So I'm starting to understand that the food I eat has an impact on my body and what I need to do to compensate for that. Which seems really straightforward and simple, but when you've been overweight for a long time and you have abused your body, you take those things for granted. You think, like, I got to this mental state where I was like, oh, I'll be fine, my body will handle it, I'll eat this and be okay. And now the truth of the matter is that my body's taken a beating. And sure, I'm okay, but I could also be a lot better. I've also found that I am a foodaholic. I can do really well staying right around my calorie limit. Like, most days I've been like 50 to 100 over it, but going from 3,000 calories to 2,000 calories, that's a huge accomplishment for me. So I'm going to celebrate that step. But then on days when I have guests over, although I'm picking healthier foods like a veggie tray with homemade hummus, fruit, and even, this is iffy, but chips and guac, as long as I limit my quantities, they're not too bad. But if we make a pan of brownies, if we make cookies, that's going to be troublesome. Because if I start eating those, I'm going to start eating too many of them, and then it's going to be a huge calorie bomb. And it feels like every time I get together with people, we eat calorie-rich foods together, and I don't limit myself. So when I get around people, I eat too much, and it's a real problem because when I'm by myself, I know what I need to cut back on, and I'm okay with that. I've finally started to accept that, and I'll find something else to do to keep my mind off of it. But if I'm hanging out with friends and there's food around, I want to eat the food with my friends, and I don't want to restrict because then I'll be obsessing about food and not having fun with my friends. Yeah, it takes a lot of mental work to be able to say no to food. When I'm having a conversation with people, maybe it'd be better if I could focus on the conversation and not on the food, but unfortunately, I do focus on the food because I'm trying to say no to it. So I found that on days when I spend time with people or have people over, I eat too much. So I need to figure out what to do to avoid eating too much on those days. And I've been really busy recently, so I haven't been sleeping as much as I would like to, and I haven't been exercising as much as I would like to. I need to find a balance for that, and I haven't quite struck that chord yet, but I'm aware of it, and so I can fix it and I can change it. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, or if you thought it had some good tips and tricks, or just some brutal honesty, leave a comment below if you've had a similar experience, or share what you know about weight loss and what works for you. Click the subscribe button to keep following for updates on my weight loss and the things that I learn along the way, among other things that I find of interest that I want to share with the internet. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep taking positive steps.